Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cultural Discovery. I am Shelina Elyse, your host, and we're exploring cultures through food. Today, I have a very special guest, Bobbi Lee. She is a longtime bartender, but now she owns a small local shop making and creating skincare products. So we're going to use both of her specialities, bartending and creating craft cocktail recipes, and then later on, we're going to show you also how herbs and different things can lend themselves to skincare. So what do you have for us today, Bobbi?
Yeah, so I wanted to do it this way because it's a little bit of both worlds. I feel like anybody who ventures out and tries something new, they always have, I feel like, hospitality experience like I do. So yeah, a little bit of both worlds. And also it's fun to make skincare and drink margaritas. So why not? So right now we are doing something new. It is called a pickle margarita. It's a very simple recipe. I make margaritas a little bit differently than most traditional recipes, opting for, I guess, what's called the skinny margarita. So yeah, really simple, super easy. Anybody can do it. So let's go for it, shall we?
Let's do it.
Okay, so we are going to start with some mezcal. Traditionally, margaritas are made with tequila. I personally prefer mezcal, and I chose Del Vita. It's a really nice, sort of small operated mezcal producer. They use single village mezcal, so it comes from a few different producers. All out of Mexico, and yeah, it's delicious. You can find it pretty much anywhere. So we're starting with that. We are going to do 2 ounces. And next up, we have some fresh squeezed lime juice, which is not intimidating. I just used one of those little hand juicers. And then we have some agave nectar. I use it rather than triple sec. I just prefer the taste. So we're going to do 1/2 ounce of agave nectar. And we will finish off with our pickle juice. And we went on a tour today and they had a whole shelf of pickles. So I just kindly asked for some of their pickle juice, and they were kind enough to give it to us.
Procured local pickle juice.
Exactly.
And what we said earlier, we're too old for pickle shots now, so we're going to go into that pickle skinny margarita.
Exactly. That's the way to do it. Okay. So we are just putting this all in our jigger with a nice little shake. I'm going to do some shaking.
That's a professional shake. Yes, let me try out your form. Okay, so we gotta hold the top is what it looked like, and then like this. Oh my god, I'm really not good at this.
You're natural.
I'm gonna let the professional finish that out.
Perfect. Okay, so I like to add a little bit of salt to my rim. Do you like salt in your rim?
Absolutely.
Okay. I know at bars you're gonna see it in a little like sort of set up with a little juice bit in front and a sponge. This is just an easier way to do it from home. Literally all you do is put a little slit in your lime and then you just put it around the rim. And then here we go. A little bit of salt. I just do 1/2 salt. I like the way it looks. And also, it can be too much salt. We need to look after ourselves, don't we? So there we go. There's our first glass. A little bit of ice. And we are ready to pour.
Ooh, look at that.
Perfect. Okay, and then we're going to finish off with some garnishes. We have lime wedge. We also have our little pickle right there.
How cute.
Would you like to test it out,
Oh
Michelle?
my gosh. Well, yes, I actually do want to try this out. Okay, and we've talked about polarizing food, all right? If you don't like the pickle, just don't add the pickle. But that's a great margarita recipe. So here we go. Get a little bit of the salt side. Ooh, I like that. Because you get like the smell of pickle, but definitely the smokiness of the mezcal. You get the lime from the margarita, which plays with the saltiness of the pickle. And we were lucky enough to get a little bit of that spicy pickle juice. So you get a little bit of tang from, or the spice from that. This is delicious. Yes, we're going to go ahead and let Bobbi make one for herself politely and get ready to make some lip balm That's delicious.
Divine.
Now with drinks in hand, Bobbi is going to talk to us a little bit about your small business, Good Host.
Yeah.
Kind of how you got started and then what we'll be looking at doing today.
For sure. So I started making skincare about 5 or 6 years ago now. It all started with I beekeep, and my first actual beekeeping job was a removal in the middle of nowhere. Basically, you remove hives that are in obscure places. This one was in a panel of a house out in the middle of nowhere of West Texas. And when you move it into a Langstroth hive, which is like the white traditional hives that you see in most places, you kind of have a mixture of like what goes in, what kind of gets left out, because you need specific kinds of hive brewed specifically, some food and whatnot. And then eventually all the bees will go to that area and join the rest of their friends. So you get a lot of leftover wax, you get a lot of leftover honey, and yeah, I don't like wasting things. I never have. In those situations, you unfortunately cannot use the honey because you don't know what's happening to it. But I had heard online that you could use the wax. You need to basically clean it and everything, and that's a whole process. But because it was such a massive hive, I had so much wax left over. So that's kind of what got me started doing this. I started learning about the benefits of beeswax and other products. And also through that, just how many things that aren't natural are in a lot of modern skincare items. And I really like to keep things natural because it's better for your body. It's also better for the planet. So that's kind of what pushed me to do this. I started with salves, and then I've slowly just grown to doing things like lip balms, and now sort of like spritz for your skin, lotions, things like that. And I don't always use beeswax, but that was definitely a good starting point, and beeswax is very, very good for your skin. So it's a great one to start with. Yeah.
I think what I'm most excited about learning is, how food can translate into other items. And you're talking about making it as natural as possible. And then the food items, like how we're going to, or how you have infused those and all that. Yeah. So today we are making a lip balm, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So this is one of the first lip balms I started with when I kind of took this hobby and made it into something a little bit more of a business. It's still very small. I operate here in St. Augustine, and I work out of a lot of markets around town, which this city has incredible markets. So it's a great place to visit. And if you are a sort of mini entrepreneur, a great place to live and do what you're passionate about. So hibiscus cinnamon was one of the ones that I started with. I love hibiscus. I'm a big plant lover, and that's another sort of piece to all of this that brought it together. I really believe in the benefits of plants. And I also just love, I've worked in kitchens, I've bartended for a really long time, and I do find with skincare, it kind of is that same process. It's almost like a recipe. And just like different foods are good for your insides of your body, they're also good for the rest of your body. So I really hone in on the benefits of different plants. Each collection is based on a location. So my first official launch in a collection was called the Land of Flowers, which is what Florida translates to. It features all native plants to Florida. They all have different benefits. And then my plan is to just kind of recreate that in all different areas, because I think it's really important to talk about native plants and also to learn about them, because a lot of people don't know what's in their backyards. So yeah, shall we start?
Yes, please.
Okay, cool. I will say this is the funnest time I've had doing this because we have margaritas. So, okay, so every recipe kind of has a base and then different ingredients. I measure things out in parts. That way I can duplicate if I need to make more of specific things as I'm batching. I have a little sort of metal vat that I use, and for any of this stuff you're going to do a double boiler. So this is just a pot filled with water. You can't put these on direct heat, so that's why you do a double boiler. So we're going to start with this. I use a scale. You just want to zero it out, and then I measure out each of my product based on ounces is how I do it. So we're starting with our hibiscus cinnamon mix. So this is going to be hibiscus cinnamon ground up. And then it's been sitting with olive oil for at least a month. I do sort of solar heating of it. So basically these just sit in the sun. That's going to seep out all of the benefits of hibiscus and cinnamon, which hibiscus and cinnamon are one of my favorites for lip balm. Both of them actually stimulate collagen. They're also good exfoliants, so really nice for your lips. And then olive oil is just an amazing moisturizer. Really, really simple product. And that's kind of what I try and focus on, is just simple products. So this one we're going to start with 4 parts. So for this, I'm going to do 4 ounces. Boop, boop. There we go. Okay. And as per usual, I've gone just a little bit over, so boop, boop, boop. Cool. We are good there. Okay, so we'll set this aside. So next piece that we use is beeswax. Obviously I told you a little bit about beeswax before, and it's something I'm very passionate about as a beekeeper. With beekeeping, you know, you take what is available to you, you leave for them what is needed to further the hive. So it's just a very thoughtful process. Beeswax, in regards to skincare, my favorite piece about it is it helps retain moisture, and that's really the goal with a lot of skincare products, is to retain moisture in your skin. So all those great benefits that you're going to get from the plants, and then also the oils, that's going to help your skin retain it. So I've already measured this out. It's going to be 3 parts beeswax, and last but not least is some cocoa butter. Cocoa butter has so many incredible skin benefits. It's a very, very amazing moisturizer. For the rest of your body, it's very good with stretch marks. It's also good with different like scars and just like sort of clearing out your skin as well. So we just put in 1 ounce of that, so you don't need much. So that will start us off. So I'm going to put this on medium heat, set it down there, and we've made margaritas, so we can take a nice little break while this does its job.
I love it. She knows exactly what the show is like.
Okay, so we are ready for the final step. Basically it takes, I'd say about, 5 to 10 minutes for this to all melt on the heat. Then you have to wait 3 minutes because it needs to be at a specific temperature for adding our last step, which is any extracts, which will give it flavor, smell, everything like that. So it's already done that. So I'm just going to add some cinnamon extract, and you're going to do 5% of what you put in is the amount of extract that you want to put in. I'm just going to stir that in a bit. Bring it all together. All right, and then we can pour. So I use these biodegradable cardboard lip balms, lip balm containers, sorry. I just try Good Host. When I was making it, my thought was that I wanted to create things that were good for you, also good for the planet. So with everything that I do, I really try and make sure that I'm being really thoughtful about what's being left behind from what's being produced. Plastics and whatnot, they take a really, really long time to biodegrade, but cardboard is a lot different. So that's what I opted for. So there we go. Okay, so we're basically done with our lip balm. This is gonna take, I'd say, probably 8 hours or so to make sure that it is fully dry and turned into like a solid. So we can just drink margaritas and wait.
That sounds like a plan to me. Well, thank you all so much for joining us here today on Cultural Discovery. Especially, I didn't want to cloud or color anyone's judgment, this is one of my super very best friends, sister soulmate, Bobbi Lee Hitchon. And I just wanted to let you all know about what she's doing here, what she's creating, and then also just a different aspect of how you can tie food into what you're doing. So margaritas are fun, but this skincare and how we take care of the planet is forever. So thank you so much as well for joining me. Excellent. And just feel free if you want to check out any of the other episodes where we've got recipes from myself or from any cookbooks. I'd really love that. Otherwise, cheers to being best friends, to finding real amazing friends, and we'll see you next time. Bye.